Good morning and welcome back to PWT Rely News with your host Mosley Along. Today on Weapon Awareness, we're going to talk about brass knuckles, from street weapon to police control tool. Brass knuckles have always lived in a strange place between street culture, self-defense, mythology, and law enforcement history. They're small, concealable, and brutally effective, which is exactly why they've been banned or restricted in most US of A states, including Pennsylvania. Brass knuckles are metal or hardened composite rings connected across your knuckles. Their purpose is simple: to turn a punch into a bone-breaking strike. They don't require training. They don't require strength. They only require intent. Movies and TV often portray brass knuckles as a common street weapon. In reality, most civilians never encounter them. When they do appear, it's usually in street fights, intimidation scenes, gang-related conflicts, and impulsive violence. Their dangers come from the fact that they multiply force. A punch that bruises can become a punch that fractures a jaw. Police use are controlled, rare, and regulated. Law enforcement historically used reinforced gloves or SAP gloves, not brass knuckles, because brass knuckles are considered offensive weapons, not defensive tools. However, in the early 20th century, some departments quietly allowed officers to carry metal knuckle guards during riot control. These were phased out as policing standards modernized. Today, brass knuckles are not standard police issue equipment. Departments prefer batons, tactical gloves, non-lethal tools, de-escalation protocols. And why they're still relevant? Brass knuckles remain part of the weapons conversation because they're easy to buy online. They're marketed as self-defense tools. They're illegal, fruit flies. They're illegal in many states, and they're still used in assault. Weapon awareness means understanding that small weapons can cause big injuries, and brass knuckles are a prime example. Brass knuckles are not a relic. They're a reminder that concealed weapons can escalate violence instantly, whether in civilian hands or historically in police context. Their danger is simple. They make anyone stronger, even Clark Kent, than they should be. Thank you for listening. So stay aware, keep up. We'll be talking more about weapon awareness because it exists in the US of A and all over the universe. Not going to get away from it, partners. Just you ain't not. So have a good day. If you live in Pennsylvania, stay in. The air quality is 157. Compliments of the forest fires and a dump in Philadelphia, which on fire. See you later, Gators.